Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give our praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great and stone, and salutations to all the brothers and others and boys teaching this word in all sincerity and in all honesty. And we are the Hebrew Israelites from the GMS Jamaica camp, and we're here to feed the potential elect, and to edify them of the prophecies that are written in this book, because the scriptures is all about prophecies, speak about prophecies, history as well, because some of the time you have to know secular history, and it's a book of laws, which was chiefly given to Israel. Now, speaking of prophecies, we know here on Great Stone, we know that whenever Israel attack Iran, that's going to be a major part of the prophecy of the downfall of Mr. Babylon the Great, which is America. Now, over the years, we have been hearing about proxy armies and regime changes, so on and so forth. But ultimately, the general, that he named it was a say are we going to go to war? When them hit the Twin Tower, the videos on YouTube, and them explain to you.
Where's the clock?
Where's the clock? If I'm not mistaken. Like we say, we're going to attack and tell the countries that we're going to attack and we're finish off with Iran. Iran. See it? Yeah. Bring it up.
It's a 2 Ezra 15 verse 1. It said, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, say the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper,
right,
for they are faithful and true.
Right now we're speaking the words of prophecy. See, and as I mentioned of the name Wesley Clark, see what Wesley Clark was saying in that video clipping. Basically, all he's saying is just prophecy. And then at the end of the day, it's all prophecy, because it is all written in the scriptures. No, don't be stupid and feel like, I always say, we mean like them scoffers and scorners out there. Like we're going to say in the scripture there's a man by the name of Wesley Clark that basically said that they are going to finish off with the Iran. No. See? But if you get the broad understanding of the scriptures, you would know that what he was saying is scriptural, and it all goes back to the spirit. Now we have an article here that we want to touch upon from Al Jazeera, which all goes back to what? Prophecy, and brothers and scriptures that we're going to bring out as well. And we hope that this lesson is an edifying one to the potential elect, and also to you Edomites as well, because you have to be taught as well. We have to make you know who you are, and that the things that you are doing at the end of the day is for your own destruction. We have to make it be known to you Edomites. See, so jump into the article.
Alright, this article is from Al Jazeera today. Alright, it's Iran, the title is Iran and Israel trade threats of destruction. An Islamic Revolution 40th anniversary regional rival engaged in a war of words threatening to attack each other.
Which is today, Monday, 11th, right? 11th of February 2019. This took place today. See, so you have Israel and Iran making threats towards each other. Now, over the years they have been making threats. But what you have to understand is that geopolitically, more moves are being made now. See? Because you find out that America back is against the wall, against the world. So therefore their military has to be more thin to police the world, to keep their hegemony on top, the American way. And Israel is the only true ally of America in the Middle East. See, so ultimately you're going to find America to the aid of these so-called Israelis, which they are Edomites actually from the tribe of Amalek, the eldest grandson of Esau, they're Amalekites, to be precise. Stealing our identity, not even fully, because nowhere in the scriptures refer to any of us as Israelis. We are all known as the Israelites. Yeah? See, so continue.
Israel and Iran share threats of mutual destruction on Monday as Islamic Republic celebrates 40th anniversary of its revolution. A commander from the Islamic Revolutionary Group Corps, IRGC, trying to destroy Israeli cities of Tel Aviv.
But that is prophetic. Because right now in the Holy Land, which is Israel, you have the biggest gay parade Kippur in Tel Aviv. See, and the Lord clearly showed that He's going to cleanse the land before the real sons of Israel goes back there. See, so that what He's speaking is prophecy.
This is Ezekiel 38, verse 18. So, and it shall come to pass at a time that God shall come against the land of Israel.
Right, and Gog is who? Russia today, the modern Medes, because they are the ones that are dwelling in that land. They are also Edomites as well. And they show you the great power of Yahweh Hashem Yashai, using Satan to fall his own kingdom. You know, as the Lord said perfectly, if Satan divided by itself, his kingdom shall not stand. Right? So continue.
Say the Lord God, that my fury shall come up in my face, for in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely that there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
Right, the Lord says, surely that there shall be a what? A great shaking. And what's going to do that great shaking? Missiles, man. See, and even at the time of President Ahmadinejad, which was the president of Iran, he made a statement, and even until this day, the Americans remember it, saying that the Israelis remember it, said Israel should be wiped off the map. Yeah? And that the Israelis take that as a big offense when he said that. But in all actuality, what he's saying that them crackers down there pretending to be the Jews of the nation of Israel, you all should be put to death, which is prophetic. However, even Palestinians in the land, you're gonna come out of it as well, because that's not your land. See, all you're fighting for what's ours. See, our people might not know that that land is ours, but we know, the men of the Lord, we know. That's the reason why we hope and pray that Yahweh Hashem shall deliver us and give us back that land. Because we need that land, because that's our possession, that is our inheritance. We are in projects. We stuck on each other like sardine in tin.
When you look up that word ghetto, it means
where
Jews are restricted to.
Restricted to. Yeah. Saying so and then with people glorifying living in the ghetto. Saying but we are the prince of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, princes. So therefore we're not supposed to be living in reservation, we're supposed to be living it up. You know, just as how the man is singing, my daddy made it out the ghetto. Saying we're supposed to want to get the F up out the ghetto. See, because that's not the true liberty of a prince. Yeah? Continue back to the article about question.
It's a threat to destroy the Israeli cities of Tel Aviv and Afia if the United States attacks Iran. State news agency IRNA reported provoking a strongly worded response from Israel.
Right.
The US should know that we would raise Tel Aviv and Afia to the ground.
And the word raise means to burn. Yeah? So they are going to burn it to the ground. Now how they plan to do it is not having Iranians running through Tel Aviv, lighting the buildings and fire, no. But the rockets, shooting rockets in the Israeli state. Go ahead.
Exactly. And then you can remember this, that Iran today is was Persia. The name was Persia. And you know the Persians were expert in arrows back then. Yeah.
just like the movie 300. Yeah?
So the US should know that we would raise Tel Aviv and Afia to the ground. Why them say the US? Because they know so the US are the defense
Of Israel.
for Israel.
Yeah, because in all actuality, Iran can destroy Israel. Yeah? If you understand geopolitics. Well, to me, it's 50-50 between Israel and Iran, because Israel have some shit, because Israel get a whole lot of thing from America. Yeah? But behind Israel is the US, which Iran stands no chance against the US. No, whether by foot or with technology, weaponry, saying Iran stand no chance. However, with the scripture of the act, read Ezekiel 38. When you go further in that text, it tells you that Russia, which is Gog and Magog, you understand, say Gog will be a guard unto these nations. Saying, so that's the reason why they're saying that to the US. Because Iran is no match for the US. Really. See? But it's the spirit of the Lord that is upon these kings now. So basically get stirred up. When you check the 2 16, the Lord tells him, he will call all the kings of the earth to reverence him. 15, 20. Yeah? See? The Lord said, I call all the kings of the earth to reverence him. And this is a part of that process, man. See? This is a part of that process. Go ahead.
He said the US should know that we would raise Tel Aviv and Afia to the ground in the event of a military attack on us. General Yadala Javani, head of the Guards Political Bureau, was quoted as saying, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was quick to respond, saying later on Monday, it would mark Iran's last revolution anniversary if it attacked any cities in Israel.
And you notice how these men speak? They are not speaking like going around in the corner. They are saying it's straight. Saying Benjamin, not a Jew. Basically, he's been outright at death just like Donald J. Trump. Saying, and this man is a hot-headed Edomite as well. Saying so, you can see where this thing is growing. If Iran attacks Israel, then they are going to destroy Iran. Saying, and don't take it slight, because they have weaponry to do so. It's not like some niggas who basically just love to talk. Just talk, and nothing behind it. No.
I think them last time we checked them nuclear arsenal like 300.
US,
Israel. Remember about 300 nuclear
in them arsenal. But what Iran is always saying that, look, regardless of what they're gonna do, we're gonna fire our rockets over there. Because Iran know that the Iron Dome is faulty. Yeah? So Iran always say that what they're gonna do, we're gonna fire some dummies first. So when the Iron Dome fire off the shield to counter those missiles, then them fire the real ship. Yeah? But in the scriptures never said that Persia was gonna be destroyed. Yeah? Like totally burned. The scripture never said that. See, but shit's gonna happen there, yeah? See, shit's gonna happen there. The only place that's gonna be totally destroyed, according to the scripture, and shall not rise again, is the land of America. Right? Did you have a scripture about one question? Ezekiel 38? Alright, we keep continuing first.
So I don't ignore the threats from the Iranian regime, but I'm also not intimidated by them, Netanyahu said in a Hebrew language in the video. If this regime makes the terrible mistake and tries to destroy Tel Aviv or Afia, it won't be successful, and it will be the last anniversary of the revolution they will ever celebrate. Death to America.
Death to America, yeah? Death to America. See, hey, these men, they are feeling the pressure from the enemy. So that's the reason why they can say those things. You know, if you're not feeling the pressure, then how can you actually rebel? See, because being rebellious against oppression, that's not a bad thing. See, when another country is forcing their way upon your so-called civilized world or a civil state, then automatically you're gonna have to fight for sovereignty, your own sovereignty, for your own freedom. See, and that's the thing. These men understand that freedom comes by fighting. Look at Syria. See, look at Libya. Look at Iraq. Yeah, look at history. Look at the Greek Empire. Look at the Roman Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire, the Assyrian Empire, how it transcended into the Babylonian Empire. See, it was by a revolution, which means a change. Yeah, it got done by fighting. See, and as far as you can see now, the power, the struggle for power between these nations now. These nations are seeing America to be becoming weak. So therefore, that respect for them, that kiss-ass behavior isn't so much like back then. So therefore, some country has to have that leadership status in the earth. So therefore, they're going to have to get that, and it's going to be done by fighting. Now you have Russia. The Russians is striving for that. The Moabites, they're striving for that. America is trying to keep their hegemony. You have Israel, they're striving for that. So like that. All these nations are striving for that. See, but at the end of the day, it's going to be given to who? The Israelites, eh?
Right, it's a quick place of brother. It's Isaiah 14 verse 9. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It hath raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Right, the kings of the nations have raised up from their thrones, because they ate these Edomites in America. They ate America. Saying, the Filipino prime minister or president saying, he make a statement like, about 2 years ago, say we are friends with big guns. Speaking of Russia. Saying, so you can see that these nations are being oppressed by the arm of the earth. Go ahead.
So all day, verse 10, all day that shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we, art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
Thy pride is brought down to the grave. They are saying that you become weak as us. We have nuclear capabilities now. Yeah. See, and Russia provide countries like Iran the surface-to-air missile called the S-300, the S-400. See, and these missiles, when them take off, not many times a plane will get shot down, because even World War II, the Russians knew that the American advantage was from the air. So what they did after World War II in Project Paperclip, when they took the German scientists, America took German scientists, bring them to America. Russia took German scientists also, bring to Russia to elevate their weaponry. Yeah. And what Russia did was highly invested on how to counteract the air offense by America, which the S-300 missile, these missiles are very important. Very, very important. Yeah? Read it. I'm talking about.
So art thou also become as weak as we, art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, and thy worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. He said, O art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning, O art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation.
So some of the scriptures say, see, America, all so-called white man is brought down to the ground. You see, they were basically weaken the nation. You see, because the word Lucifer basically means morning star, day star. You see, from the Hebrew word Ayala. You see, Ayala. You see, from the Hebrew Ayala. You see, so people say, basically brought down. You see, because Lord no one basically bring down the so-called white man. You see, because they rule. You see, the little season. You see, what scripture say they basically rule for. The Revelation 20. You see, so now when I tell Lord basically bring them down. You see?
Isaiah 9 verse 4. So for thou hast broken the yoke of his burden and the staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of the Median. For every battle of the warrior is with confused knives, and garment grows in blood.
Alright.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, because this war that they see all these threats here, they're saying that they're gonna raise Tel Aviv and Elfa to the ground. See, that's what the scripture said, man. This body shall be with burning and fuel of fire. See, so you see where it match up. See, as I say, you won't see where the scripture saying that Iran is going to raise Tel Aviv and whatsoever to the ground. No. Saying, but overall speaking, that's what the scriptures are saying. And this battle shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And I've said before, this is what's going to cause this burning, and that is the nuclear missiles, yeah? Rockets. This is modern warfare. Totally different from World War I and World War II. Even the very military gears that they are going to wear in this warfare. You're going to have scenarios where men going on the battlefield didn't even get to make it out of the truck because out of nowhere a rocket hit them, and they have some rocket now that it travel.
Etika.
Yeah, something no, not just Etika. It's like the programming, but when it travel, it doesn't travel in a straight path. It dance and it dance go all over. So yeah, right. So you don't really see it. It is not that visible. Yeah? And sure that Easter is a cunning hunter. See? A very, very cunning hunter. So a lot of men won't even make it on the battlefield. See? Continue? Continue?
Alright, it's hundreds of thousands of Iranians marched and some burned US forces to mark revolution as Tehran showed off ballistic missiles in defiance of US efforts to curb its military power. State television showed crowds defying cold rain weather and carrying Iranian flags while shouting "Death to Israel, death to America."
Yeah.
Trademark chant of the revolution. Iran's Islamic revolution for decades age has been a complete failure for the country, US President Donald Trump said on Monday.
Yeah, see, these countries are prepared. Make ready to the battle. See, the Spirit of the Lord is in the earth. See, both on the left hand side and the right hand side. See, and you have the angels are preparing this battle in its perfection now. See, so shit's getting real. See, things are happening. See, no, it's not the time to sit around with your hands in your pockets. Now is the time to get busy or get jiggy with it. See, because this battle is being prepared so much more as the day is approaching. Who would have a scripture?
And it's a Jeremiah 49. It's a Jeremiah 49 and verse 26. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom, and his purpose that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
Right, and who is the least of the flock? The gutter rats, the so-called Jews, you Israelis. You're gonna be the one to draw out America into some shit, man. See? Because America, that's your only ally in the Middle East. So Israel's going to do something stupid, and all is gonna break loose because America is going to have to go to the aid of Israel. And then you're gonna see Russia to the aid of Iran. And then from there it's gonna be all bloodshed. See, just blood washing the land. See? From there, cause somebody's gonna make a stupid mistake. And then shit all is gonna break loose. But we don't know exactly what they're gonna do, but we know it's gonna come. As the scripture said that.
See? And we can say this too. I know say before this World War III become full-fledged. It's in the RFID chip, which is the mark on the beast and basically become monetary.
Yes, it has to be implemented.
Right.
See, so these are two key prophecies that we're looking for. The RFID microchip and World War III. But the RFID microchip has to come first. See, and we have our eyes open on the RFID microchip. Even among the Caribbean regions, we are watching to see the gradual growth of technology. We're watching to see the change of the government, because even the Vision 2030, that's been pushing the Caribbean very, very strongly now. And we know what it entails. So if you don't know what is Vision 2030 or Agenda 2030, you can go and look it up, you know, and don't take the goals vaguely for what they are saying. You know, try to get deeper to get some proper understanding of what they are saying. Yeah, don't read on this just on the surface.
And I think when I run through the internet, I see articles that Trump has said need to invest more in artificial intelligence.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's in the Jamaica cleaner. So, you know, say,
so shit I get done.
Yeah.
See? Can we read the bigger scripture?
Surely he shall make their inhabitant desolate with them.
Exactly. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 13, and the start of verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see, lift thee up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble.
Right, so right now, in this very, very moment, that's what we're doing. We are shake the hand. When we go out on the highways and the byways, we curse you out. You know, shake the hand. Go into the gates of the nobles, the so-called honorables, which are not honorable. Because all you promote, you Edomites promote is just filth and wickedness, yeah? Go ahead.
I have commanded my sanctified ones.
Go ahead.
I have also called my mighty ones.
Which are the angels.
For mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Verse 4 now. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, and the tumultuous noise of kingdoms of nations gathered together.
Right, tumultuous noise. Right, of the kingdom of nations. Ever watch a movie, The Hobbit? The Battle of the Five Armies. Yeah, where all the nations come to battle each other. It's something like that. That's been taking place now. Go ahead.
The Lord, Yahweh, of hosts, the Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country.
What come from a far country? The missiles. See, missiles come from Iran, Russia, China. See, even NATO and EU. See, the scripture tell about the 10 iron. I'm going to eat the ore and make her desolate and burn her with fire. Go ahead.
From the end of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
To destroy the whole land. To destroy the whole land. America is going to be totally destroyed, man. Totally destroyed. And Israel is going to get their share as well. Because the Lord's going to clean up that filthy place before the Lord get there.
Literally.
See? Because the Lord himself is going to be there. So he's going to clean it up first, burn it. And then you're going to have the slaves among the nations, chiefly Edom, burying bodies and shit, cleaning up the place. See? Building cities, building roads. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Back to the article.
And it's like 40 years of corruption, 40 years of repression, 40 years of terror. The regime in Iran has produced only 40 years of failure. They said the long suffering Iranian people deserve a much brighter future. Trump posted on Twitter and both English and
Trump say that? Trump's just being a devil.
More good everybody country.
Ideology. Yeah, Trump just being a devil. Remember when Trump was just going to office, Trump was saying that we should be helping Russia. Trump ain't helping Russia, man. See, we're going to fool with that narrative. Not going to fool us. Because we are wiser than what men perceive. See, we're working what the Lord said. See, the Lord says he's going to put hooks as a matter of fact, bring out that in Ezekiel 38.
This is Ezekiel 38. I'm starting verse 1. Alright, Ezekiel 38 verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God in the land of Negal, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against it, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal.
So the Lord is against even Russia. See? He's just using Russia to get the job done. That's all. Go ahead.
And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sort of armor.
And all them could see, so back all them technology, seeing them tanks where Russia developed, everything will get developed for this war that is coming. See, the Lord will clothe them for this battle. Alright? What do you think the scripture calls the Lord? The Lord of Sabbath. Yeah? The Lord of armies. See? The Lord is the one that controls all these armies. See?
The Lord is a man of war.
Exactly. That was Exodus 15 verse 3.
Yeah.
See? Continue.
So all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shield, all of them handling swords. Persia,
which is Iran. See? Go ahead. Ethiopia.
And Libya, right, with them, and all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his band, the host of Togomak, since Gomer and all his bands, the host of Togomak, the North Quarter, and all his band, and many people with thee. Verse 7. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
Right, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is basically that guard to these nations, eh? See?
Alright, it's back in the article. Is a tension between Washington and Tehran are high after the US withdraw from an international nuclear deal aimed at curbing Iran's nuclear ambition and impose sanctions that have hurt the Iranian economy.
Right now, them telling Iran, so them need to get out of Syria, man. See? So them need to leave out of Syria, America, and so Iran reply by telling America, so they need to leave the Middle East because them are the enemy down there. See?
But the problem, they have created all the problem in the Middle East.
Man.
See, we should pass people out there. You see, so they might basically remove from peace from the earth in Revelation 6. You see, we read us. You see, they might want basically cause a problem on the earth. You see, so all the nations across the world, you see, them fed up and tired of America. You see, because through the years, America going on in the world. You see me, and I'm oppressing the nations. You see me?
Being a bully.
I bring basically democracy to them. You see me? So now Russia, you see me, Lord rise up Russia. You see me? Basically defend the nation. So all them basically turn to Russia now, basically help them against America. You see, because Russia basically is also a superpower. You see, so Russia basically lead out all them army to come against America. See?
So Daniel 8:25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
So that's so-called white man rule, you see me? By peace it shall destroy many. You see, because I come in basically like I'm basically come help you. You see, if you bring harder to your country, but basically I come to destroy. You see, because it's so-called white man in truth. You see, people say that the word anymore, it's sweeter than, it's softer than oil. You see, but more than oil. You see, what?
Togama is Turkish, eh?
By peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. But the Lord, remember Yahweh, the scripture says Yahweh shall not go meet him as a man, and he might come as a God with him.
Angelic force.
Yeah, with a mighty power. See?
It's Isaiah 24 verse 2. Right? So for the indignation of the Lord is upon our nations, and his fury upon all the armies.
Because the Lord is the one, you see me, who basically bring forth this third world war. You see, because you see me, everything was predestined from the foundation of the earth. You see me, so the Lord bring all them nations here. You see me, that they basically around the Persian Gulf, so you can basically make them destroy them one another. You see me? Give me Joel 1 and 3 and 1, brother. You see, Joel 3 and 1. Joel 3 and 1. What?
Joel 3 and 1, for behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem,
What?
I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
So this is basically what the Father do now. You see me, I bring all them nations and I basically around the Persian Gulf. You see me? What?
And will plead with them there for my people.
So the Lord said, I'll plead with them there for his people. You see me, which are the Israelites. You see me? What?
And from my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
And parted our land. You see, because right now we have this so-called Arabs then, you see me, and the so-called Jews who are war for our land. You see me, so let us bring all them, you see me, down to the Persian Gulf. You see me, basically make them destroy them one another, because all them basically have had now our downfall. You see me, all of them benefit off of basically our downfall. So let us bring every single one of them in there. You see, in the Persian Gulf, make them destroy one another. You see me?
In the Middle East,
right.
not necessarily Persian Gulf.
Right.
But in the Middle East, guys, when you consult the scriptures, the Lord said, I'm going to drive far from you the northern army. And you're going to put his face to the EC, which is basically from the Euphrates on down. And it's back to the utmost sea, which is the Red Sea. So within that area in the Middle East, that's basically the epicenter of where all hell is going to break loose. Eh? You have 5 minutes on it? Huh? See? Continue that, because the battery
Isaiah 24 verse 2. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter.
Yeah, the Lord is the one that is delivering them to the slaughter. See, it wasn't that thing where them just get up out of the blue and just throw them out. No. The Lord is the one that is delivering them to the slaughter. Go ahead.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come out of their carcass.
Yeah, just imagine. I'm whole for dead bodies lying on the ground. So their stink shall come up on their carcasses. And this is what the good book is saying. Eh? See, for all who think that the Bible is just fairy tale, this is what the book is saying.
Yep.
Alright? And that, but you did. Stop it before the bro. Okay, good man, it's good. If you cut off some, upload it. See you. Yes, alright, still. And yeah, to the connect. Guys, you're going to share the article of bread, if you can find it.
No.
Yes, I'm going to go to the description.